Hello, Rama Pupodu. Hope all are in good health, feeling great, wonderful, having a happy and peaceful life. Now let's continue with the next chapter. Ashram Lady Cooks. Throughout Bhagavan's life, there were two things he was empathic about: self enquiry and not allowing a single seeker to leave the ashram unfed. On reading Day by Day with Bhagavan and letters from Sri Ramana Ashramam, it is interesting to note that anyone who came to the ashram was first asked to go to the dining hall. In fact, some devotees questioned Bhagavan on why he always insisted that every devotee should first be fed, regardless of the time of day. Bhagavan simply replied, I know what hunger is. Bhagavan gave importance not only to feeding but also to cooking, being an excellent cook himself. Sadhu Sundaram, who later became Swami Tiriveni Giri, assisted Bhagavan in the ashram kitchen for some time. He reveals, with time, I realized that working with Bhagavan in the kitchen was not mere cooking, but definitely a form of spiritual practice. A valuable lesson that Bhagavan taught by entering the kitchen and participating in the cooking was that one has to rely on and completely abide by divine will. To surrender and accept how the divine guides us is grace. As Annamalai Swami, who served as a kitchen assistant for a short time, recalled, one morning when there was virtually no food in the ashram, I saw Bhagavan take what little ingredients we had and began to cook a meal. He had enough faith that Arunachala would send more before the cooking was over. It was about 5:30 in the morning when Bhagavan began to clean a handful of broken rice. He washed it in a pot, removed all the small stones from it, and started cooking it on a charcoal stove. I found his activities rather strange and perplexing, as the rice would not even be sufficient for one person. As the rice came to a boil, a devotee appeared with 2 liters of milk. When the rice was cooked, Bhagavan put a larger vessel on the stove and began cooking the rice and milk together. A few minutes later, another devotee came with an offering of raisins and sugar candy. Bhagavan washed the offering and put it in the pot. At about 6:30, when the cooking was almost finished, a party of devotees arrived from Kumbakonam, bringing with them a big pot containing idlis, chutney, vadas, special hill bananas, and some cups made of dry banana leaves. These dry banana cups were what we needed to eat Bhagavan's homemade payasam, rice pudding. At 7, after Bhagavan had taken his bath, we all sat down and ate a sumptuous breakfast. Gudipatti Venkatachalam or Chalam, a very famous Telugu writer, was responsible for recording what is about to be shared. Without his efforts, we would have lost the ashram's kitchen chronicles and hence the opportunity to pay homage to the illustrious cooks of Ramana Ashramam. Coming to know Chalam had recorded all of this in Telugu. Maurice Friedman, who was in Mumbai, arranged for its English translation. He himself rewrote the manuscript and brought it to me. Such a saintly man he was that he left the manuscript without a word, knowing fully well that the ashram was in financial crisis and would not be able to publish it. That's all, folks. Let's continue in the next chapter. Thank you. Bye bye. Rama Pupodu.